So this is syllabus, Elements of Biology Lab. Are you both taking biology also at the same time?
I am.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because if you have questions about that, let me know. This is a description of the course. It's non-major biological sciences. You get an introduction to basic laboratory procedures. We're going to go through each one. I tried to pick a bunch of labs that are gives you different experiences with it. Okay, you got the learning objectives, principles of scientific inquiry, differentiate theory from hypothesis, which you learn in class, differentiate facts from opinions regarding biological sciences, define and correctly use scientific terminology. Okay, regard to organisms and processes we do in biology. Okay. Assesses and describes aspects of sustainability, okay, economic, sociological, environmental factors related to biological systems. You're going to be evaluated through taking of the labs, and there'll be 4 exams during the course too. That's going to be your evaluation for the course. It's going to run from January 28th, which was last Friday when school opened, until May 25th. So however you pace yourself, I have a guideline for you to just keep on track with everything, but all work has to be turned in by May 25th. It's midnight, but it's Eastern time, so it's 9 o'clock our time in California. Okay, so all work has to be turned by May 25th. Okay? And that's the end of school on that semester. So everything's done by then. You can do it all last week, or you can pace it out. I recommend just going pace out because that we can ask me questions as we go along. I'm available on Mondays in the afternoons. Just email me. You can set up Zoom meetings, whatever you guys want. So if you have trouble with something, you have questions, biology lab, just send me an email. We can set up a Zoom meeting. I'll email everybody the time that is convenient for you guys, and we'll just set up. Anybody can watch and learn from everybody else that way. All right, like I said, I'm Dr. Godold. My email is sgedold@cmccd.edu. Phone number on campus that's the CMC's phone number. They can leave me a message, or if you need a text message me, that's my cell phone number. You can always leave me a text message. I'll get that. Available Tuesday mornings also. I'm pretty much available anytime that's convenient for you guys. So don't hesitate to email me. We can set up a time that's convenient. Right? Never worry about that. I enjoy teaching. I absolutely love it. What you need for this course is no textbook, but you have to join Connect. I think it's $60. Okay? And you join that, and that has all your labs, all your exams ready through Connect. So everything's scored right through that. Whenever you go enter Connect through Canvas. That way, all your grades will transfer right over to it. If you go and directly Connect on the website, it won't transfer over to the Canvas grades. I won't get them. So whenever you go into Canvas, I'll show you how to do that. Always enter Connect through there. Attendance is just an online course. You work at your own pace. Your attendance is recorded by your progress through the course. You have to drop. You have to let me know you're taking the class. There's no makeup exams because everything's whenever you want to do it. There's no time to do anything specific. Lab safety is just, like I said, it's all online, conduct, all that. All the basics we have to put in our syllabuses. Consequences, don't cheat. You're able to use all your notes in lab and everything else. Just don't have someone else do your work for you. All right, so here's the syllabus. This is a recommended schedule to keep you on track of how we're doing. The first one is a virtual lab tour. So it gets you an introduction to how the labs are going to work, what buttons you have to click, how you're going to grab things, what you're going to use to weigh things out, to measure things like that. Right? And then these are the labs that you'll do. The labs are in the lab column. Your exams are in the exam column. So I recommend you do the virtual labs to learn about it. Then do the scientific lab on the week of February 7th. Then the week of February 14th. There's 2 labs on microscopy. One's on animal cells, one on plant cells. And then after those, you can take the exam microscopy. Okay. The labs, you have unlimited time to go back and do them. The exams, you have one shot. Okay. So you get one chance of doing the exams, and the labs, you can go back over and over as much as you want to increase your score. So far, so good?
Yep.
Okay. For the exams, once you open it up, you have one time to do it. You have 20 questions. Then we have cell structures, plant and animals. And then the next week, there's 2 labs. There's cell division mitosis and the lab on cell division meiosis. Then March 7th, there's cell respiration. March 14th, there's cell respiration again, with the other one was energy and plant production. Then cell respiration, yeast formation. Then the next week, that's spring holiday. Then after that, there's photosynthesis, carbon dioxide uptake. And then there is a exam on cells. Then April 4th is photosynthesis, carbon dioxide uptake, diffusion, cross-selective permeable barrier, diffusion, and there's two on the next week, diffusion effects of concentration on the rate in a semi-solid, and diffusion effects of density of media on the rate of diffusion. The next after that is osmosis, which is another form of diffusion. So then you take your test on diffusion and osmosis. Then the 25th, there's two more labs, DNA biology and technology, DNA and RNA structure, over the basis of DNA and RNA, the double helix and the single strands for RNA and how they relate to one another. Okay. Then we got a gel electrophoresis. That one's a really neat one because that's what we use in forensics. I've done forensic about 16 years now. I do forensic dentistry, I testify in court. I do a lot of work with the police department. I even lecture on some of the police departments on some of the forensic techniques. And we usually do one at the school on the JonBenét Ramsey case and how that was done with the forensics involved with that, which is really kind of interesting, how to gather data and things like that. But gel electrophoresis allows you to separate the DNA. It shows you who was there or whose DNA it could be, whose DNA it could not be at a crime scene. The DNA biology and technology, isolation of DNA, and then rapid DNA diagnostic testing with DNA. Okay. Then on May 9th, there's one lab on fossils and comparative anatomy for evidence of evolution. And then another one, evidence of evolution for molecular evidence. And the very last lab is on natural selection, antibiotic resistant bacteria. And there's a DNA natural selection exam at the end of that one. And like I said, you don't have to, you can do all these in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever you want, go through at your own pace, but try not to fall behind this pace here, because this will get you through the class. And it's just a way of, if I know life happens, like if you, when you move, so that things in the way, might take a week off and you can catch back up. Okay, that's why everything's laid out here. This is a good way just to keep up. You just manage to follow that schedule. Like I said, you can go at any pace that you want. Okay, antibiotic resistant is a big thing nowadays with a lot of antibiotics not working anymore because of the overuse of antibiotics that we have. Okay, so that's a real interesting lab. Grading with those. Grading is 90% to 100 is an A, 80, 89 is a B, 70, 79 is a C, 60, 69 is a D, less than 60 is an F. Now, a lot of times I will scale that because students don't get all those high grades, but it will never hurt, the curve will never hurt you. If you have above 90, you will get an A. If you're between 80 and 89, you will get at least a B. Okay, the curve might go lower that. So maybe 85 and up is an A, depending on how people do on the tests. Okay, how the grades are going. But as long as you keep above 90, you guaranteed an A in the class. And here's the points we got. We have virtual lab tour is worth 5 points, is one of those. We have assigned labs. There's 20 labs throughout the semester. Each one's worth 50 points. So there's 1,000 points right there for doing the lab. That's basically what the course is labs. And then there's your exam. There's 4 exams, which we went over, and they're 50 points each for 200 points. Gives you a total of 1,205 points for the total semester. Okay. So virtual labs, okay, introductory lab, instruct you how to use the virtual lab for all your assignments. That's why you take that one. You get 5 points for taking it. The lab assignments, 20 points each. Each lab we complete on the Connect through McGraw-Hill. The exams are 50 points each. The testing format will be true, false, multiple choice, and matching. Okay. There's no short essay, nothing like that. Each exam will be done on Canvas through Connect on McGraw-Hill again. No extra credit. You're given the exams and the list right in front of you there. Late assignments don't really apply, like I said, because there's no way of being late. You just wait to the end of the class. You get to the end of the school semester to do it. Drop policies, we all know all that. We're not in class. Do not fall behind. Read each lab prior to trying to do it. There's an assignment for each one that you go complete. Never be afraid to ask questions. I know you're paying attention to doing it if you ask me questions. So never hesitate to ask. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Okay, if that's the only dumb question is when you don't ask. Never be afraid to ask me a question. I'll email, and I'll get back to you pretty quick. I have weird hours for sleeping. I don't sleep that much. I'm up at weird hours. So if 2 in the morning, you email me, you might get an email back at 2:30 in the morning. Okay. You just have just me and the dog. It's nice and quiet. Okay. So don't be afraid to ever email me anytime. You can text me anytime. If I'm sleeping, I'll just, when I get back up, I'll get back with you. So no problem. So always ask questions. Make sure you take notes during your labs so you can do that for the exams. You can use your notes for the exams. So take notes as you're doing it, so that will reply directly to those. Study with people if you can. I know it's kind of hard with online classes, but we can do these Zoomies anytime you guys want. Just send me an email and then I'll send it out when we're going to do it, and anybody can join. You can learn from each other. So if you want to discuss something, if you're interested in forensics and you want to do that gel electrophoresis, we can take our class on that and do it. If you're interested in antibiotic resistance, okay, I lecture on all that stuff. I've dealt with all that stuff for many years, and we can always discuss that. Anything you're interested in, criminal justice. I've taught classes in criminal justice. Like I said, I've done a lot of forensics with a lot of work police groups. So whatever you're interested in, just let me know. We can set that up so you can learn. I want you guys to learn and benefit from this class. Office hours are online, study and additional help if you need it. All right. So any questions on the syllabus?
I have one question.
Sure.
Okay, so the tour, like I told you, I went into Connect, I went to the tour. I clicked on all the things it says to click on, and then when I go to next, it says I haven't completed the simulation. So
Did
I'm
you
kinda
do
lost.
this? Let's see.
no, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. So I clicked, like on the side, it says click here and you learn about what the things are, and I did that. But then when I go to next, it says you haven't completed the simulation, you'll have 0 credit or something. So I just put no and I got out of it, but I just want to make sure how to do it.
Okay. Let's pull it up. And biology 4, where'd it go? There it is. All right, let's go to student view. Let me pull this up. I'll try to slide this on the other screen.
Yeah.
Flashing all around on me. Okay. We got 2 screens here trying to work with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I got to there, I clicked on the virtual labs.
Virtual lab tour. Okay.
Yeah, I went in there, and then on the side it tells you to click on everything, and I did all that, but then it won't let me continue. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Basically, I'm lost.
Okay, so this is what you click. You see it, virtual labs.
Yes.
Start date, attempts. You have unlimited attempts, and it's 5 points. So hit begin.
Okay.
And let's see what's happening here. Okay, gives you key concepts. This is your introduction, and you did this, right?
Yes.
Did you go to the lab simulation right here?
I don't think so. Oh,
Okay.
I went to the one that has the picture, and then you click on each thing.
Right. So this is your, so do your introduction. This tells you what this is. Just goes over everything. Okay.
Okay.
Tells you what they're going to do. Take some notes when you do this if you have something you don't understand, because this is what your exams are going to cover.
Okay.
Okay. And then you go to laboratory. It's just to continue to laboratory simulation when you've gone through all these.
Okay. Yeah, I got there. Mhm.
Okay. Use skip ahead or use. Okay. So step by step instructions for the current phase. So hit next. And it says back button exits the current simulation. Okay. You can toggle between the introduction. Let's you go back and review what this is. Okay. So on the right hand side here, you see you're going to complete all these and you go
Yes.
to phase 2. But if you click next, those are your phase titles. This is introductions, everything. This is your toolbar is down here. Your data and labels. Okay. Phase navigation goes to the phase button where you believe you have completed all steps of the current phase. And you can go through each one. I just want to see how it's going to mark it for you. You have completed step 1 of phase 1. Close the dialog box and proceed to step 2. Okay. Or
Okay.
phase 1 in the direction on the right. So close that and go to phase 2. No, we want one. You want 1. Where am I clicking on this? Okay, complete the following steps. Please finish the phase. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. It should allow me to access this here, and it's not. Use the next button. Select accessibility and keyboard shortcut. Oh, okay. All right, just don't click on it. Okay, so we did the use the next button to cycle through the view description of the screen areas. We did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The select accessibility and keyboard shortcut button in the upper right corner. Upper right corner. accessibility and keyboard shortcuts button. I do not see that.
That's the little person, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh,
It's that
okay.
little man. or
Yeah,
whatever it
okay.
is.
The
Yeah.
little man, click on the little man.
Yeah.
And it says accessibility is a list of the company can close it on to continue this tutorial. So virtual cursor mode, check this box using a screen reader. No. So this gives you a different, these are ways you use the different shortcut commands if you don't want to use a mouse. Like you can copy that down or screen paste it if you want to do that. Okay.
Hmm.
It's like methods from the toolbar. Well, why didn't it mark it off as being done?
Yeah. See, yeah, that's what I did. All of them. I clicked on methods and notes and all that. Yeah, I didn't understand it after that.
Yeah, why is it not marking it as done? It should mark it as done. Accessibility, keyboard shortcuts.
Maybe you have to press Control-Shift-G to go to the next phase.
You go to the next. I don't want phase 2 yet,
Oh,
but I want to go close it down to continue this tutorial. Okay. Number 3, select methods from the toolbar. Okay, methods. Okay, phase 1, general overview. Use the next button to cycle through all the different methods of phase to close it down, continue to. This tells you how to select everything. Okay.
Okay.
Phase 2 tells you what you're going to do. Okay, so close that. See, it should be selecting. It
It
should be.
should mark them off as you.
Yeah.
right?
It's like
Yeah, that's
reset,
what I had a problem with too.
and it's not marking it off. You know, you're going to reset the current phase. It's like cancel, continue this tutorial. Okay, let's just select it real quick. Record your notes here. We're doing all that. Select lab data from the toolbar. Did that. Go to the next page and then lab data. Okay. And select labels, just so we know what we're doing here. Show labels from the toolbar. Okay. And submit button on the upper right corner. Submit.
Yeah,
And
that's
not finish the
what.
simulation.
Mhm.
Let's go to phase 2. Oh,
Oh, what'd you just do?
I said it was on the bottom right. It said go to phase 2.
Uh-huh.
I clicked all the buttons they want me to. So it clicked everything as
Oh, okay.
done.
Oh, okay.
So once you it didn't. See if I can go back. See, once I hit go to this. See where my mouse is right here.
Uh-huh.
Once I hit go to phase 2, all those things lit up as being done
Oh, okay.
because I clicked
I
them all.
didn't go that far. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So once you do everything it says here, go to phase 2, and then just click on the water to pick up the dropper. You know, put it where you want to add to the test tube, fill up.
Oh, okay.
So-
Gotcha. Cool.
So it'll let you do everything. I mean, it's really kind of a cool
So it
lab.
tells you what to do. Oh, I see.
It
Okay.
tells you exactly what to do and just click on it and go to the different phases.
Okay.
Like,
Got
I think
it.
It has. Let's try again. How do I close this one? Yeah, there we go. They had different questions for you to do. You can minimize, go to phase 3. It won't let you do it until you do other. But does that make sense now, though?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I got it. Yeah. When it came up with that, you get 0 credit. I think I clicked out there and I just went out
Yeah.
because I didn't want to get 0 credit. I just wanted to go further.
Right, but you gotta go through each step and then it checks it and go to each. You know, there are 4 different phases here.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Yes. Thank you.
you're welcome. No problem at all. So let's close that. We still should be on here. Yeah, still going good. Okay, all that looks good. All right. So on the Canvas part, let me. What happened to my?
So in the Connect, there's chapters to read and then we go into the lab. Is that how it works or you just go into the labs? I don't know. I've never done it before. No, this.
Yeah, just go to each lab individually.
Oh, so you don't have to read a chapter before you go into the lab? No?
No,
Oh, okay.
the lab will have an introductory page that gives you all the information you'll need for the lab.
Okay. Got it. All right. Cool. That's easy. All right.
It'll have all that on there for you.
Okay.
is a little bit about me. I've taught a lot of classes at CMC. I got a BS degree from UC Irvine. I had 3 years in endocrinology research at Long Beach Field Hospital, then a doctor's degree at USC. That's where my dentistry degree. And that's the picture of Pumpernickel when he was younger.
Mhm.
He always helps me out. All right, but if you look on the left-hand column here, there's the one that says announcements. If you want to use announcements, you can click on that and you can post anything there, then everybody can see it. Okay. Modules tell you all about the course. You click on modules. This gives you your basic information. We'll go through this right now. So basic information tells you it's a 7-week. Oh, this is a 16-week course. Sorry about that. This is a little outdated on this one. Okay, but it's your basic information to start. Then you click next. And frequently asked questions. Oh, this is the chemistry stuff. Some of this hasn't been updated yet. I'll have to change that. That hasn't been updated either. Boy, this got transferred somehow. Contact information. Okay, as you can always go to each one individually too. You can go to, when you go to modules, go down to instructor contact information. And this gives you my email, school phone number, and then to texting. Okay, wander all those. And let's see what else we got on this one. This gives you the syllabus. You already have a copy of it, but if you want to copy this, you want to refer to the syllabus, you always click that online. It'll go to the syllabus, click on that, it'll download to your computer for you.
Okay.
Okay, you can always get a copy of the syllabus. And this is just your, it's called a data pack. I put this together for my chemistry students. If you're taking any of the science courses, even biology stuff, if you're doing metric conversions, this is nice to have. It goes through all your metric conversions, English to metric, common English conversions. These are different ions in chemistry, pressures, different compounds, different values, acids and bases, metals, specific heats we use a lot in forensics. Here's some of the DNA codes we're going to use in this class. You'll get into those with DNA to RNA to amino acids, temperature conversions, and periodic table. It's just for your information if you like it. Again, it's designed for chemistry, but it's useful for biology, physiology, things like that also.
Okay.
So that's there if you want it. And additional resources in case you need anything or help with Canvas. It takes you through different questions and things like that. All right. Your grades, let me do the student view so that because it come through right. Grades will all be listed on Canvas. Okay, you'll have all your assignments. I don't think, no, those are not in order. Or they're not in order there, but they're in order on my thing. But just follow the syllabus and do them in order. The syllabus make a lot more sense with your class. And you'll check your grades, and at the end of your percentage, it teaches exactly what your percentage is during the class. There's another syllabus here you can click on, and Conf4Zoom is what we used for today. So you already got that down, Pat.
Okay.
All right. So that's basically all there is to the class. You just got to start clicking and get started and work your way through it.